What's going on, guys? Happy Wednesday. It's not just any Wednesday, so it's Clevatess Wednesday. So it's like the best Wednesday of the week, right? We got a new banger of an episode today. And I don't know about you guys, but I was not expecting to see Drel versus Clevatess this early. Now, maybe if you read the manga, so maybe some of you might know ahead of time. But yo, where did that come from, right? There were also a couple of hidden gems in the episode. I don't know if I'm sure you guys caught it as well, but I had to like rewatch a couple of times, like, yo, okay, this, that. So we're gonna get into all of that today. And real quick before we do get into it, just quick reminder, my name is Coco Dan. I've been watching anime for the past 20 years. I'm not a critic or an expert. I just love watching anime, just like you guys, and reading manga as well. So I created this channel to just give my thoughts, and I'm hoping you will let me know your thoughts or ideas as well in the comments below. So that's pretty much it, but let's get into it real quick. So yeah, right off the bat, right? I got a couple slides, so I know, with our anime brain, we can be easily distracted. So boom. Do I have your attention now? Okay, I know. Let's just use that to hook you guys for now. But that was a quick teaser about the episode. And straight off the bat, we see, picking up where we left off, Luna, Alicia, and Neluru are on attack from Maynard, one of the high wizards from Boilate, and what's her name? Nye Chiftonlith. Name, bro, what a name. But let's just call her the pink-haired wizard, right? Nye. And they're on attack from her, right? And she's at the inn, and they're putting on the pressure for real. Already, Neluru is already pinned down. All right, she's already pinned down with 2 bunk iron beds, and you might think that's like overkill, but somehow later on we find out it makes sense, or it doesn't. It's not even enough to hold her, right? Alicia has been attacked by Maynard. Nay is in charge of holding off, capturing or testing Luna and getting rid of Neluru. And Neluru is able to somehow magically, get out of that, predicament, right? She's able to tap into some hidden strength and escape. Now, here's one of those little gems I was talking about. If you remember in one of the episodes, I believe this is episode 7, so maybe episode 5, 4, we find out that, when Clen or Clevatess brings her back to life, it seems she's being made. There's a hint that she's been made from the parts of the troll that ate her, right? The arms and the legs specifically. One of the ways we know this was because I believe his name was Gart, the servant of one of the other lords, the bird guy, right? The cool looking dude. And he says, I'm getting that stench from this woman, right? So she thought it was because she got swallowed, but really it was because she was remade from parts of the troll. And I believe this episode really confirms it. So it was a quick little, I don't know if I would call it an Easter egg, but it was a quick little just hidden gem in there. So I believe that explains her hidden strength and how she was able to get away. Alicia also shows her strength, and in escaping Maynard, she also rejoins Neluru, and they find their way to the forest, right? They're on the run. Now, because of her show of strength, Alicia, in this time, Maynard is able to kind of recognize her and piece together that she is one of the original 13 heroes. And it makes sense. It now kind of confirms the suspicions about the baby. and Maynard is able to turn the town, you know, like, who were originally against them, turn them against Alicia. So this is serious now. So this isn't going to be more than just fighting just the bad guys. It's also going to be trying to gain the trust of the people you were sworn to protect as well. Later, farther down the road, we find out that Rode, one of the commanders, or the commander of Eslin's army, is facing off against General Drel, who's on his way to... Where is he going? I think he's on his... I can't remember. I think he's headed straight to the castle. So he's on his way there, and they intercept him, and he showcases some of his ability with the ice, Frost Flower, his regalia. And shout out to him. He tried to hold his own. He did all right. I knew he was not going to win from the jump, but he did a lot better than I expected. Shout out to him. He shows that he's not just a pretty boy, but he actually knows how to use his regalia. And of course, he doesn't last long. Drel is way stronger than we thought. And even though they momentarily turn the tides, he uses his own regalia, and apparently it shows that he's fused it with magic to make it even stronger. The dude is just full of surprises, honestly, because he just begins to tap into some next shit for real. Real quick though, a hot take on Maynard. What do you guys think? Like, is that or is it a she or he? Is it a she or a he? Really? Because I can't tell. Or is it both? The Japanese voice actor also does a good job of masking that, so I can't tell. Sometimes he sounds like it's a male voice actor, but at the same time it also sounds like it's a female, so I can't tell. Also, the attire is also kind of weird. So the chest plate covers only his or her nipples, and then the other part it just looks weird. I can't tell. It's not like it's a big deal, but I just wanted to know. Like, I don't know if it's also bugging you guys as well, because it's been 7 episodes in and I still can't tell. But I can't tell what it is. But we all know at least he or she, Amor, is sadistic. So that is just something I noticed, and I still can't find out. Also, when Nei was fighting Neluru and pinning her down, she gave us another kind of hidden gem, which was that it's possible the origins of her power came from a beast that lived in the eastern side of their world, right? So the beast also had gravity manipulation, which is the same power that Nei has, but she said it came from that animal, so it can repel and it can attract anything made of iron. My guess is that one of the reasons why they're stealing the younglings of, let's say, the beasts in this instance, is to try to fuse them to the young humans with, great latent magic powers, right? So they steal humans who have potential for great magic, and then they steal the beasts and they try to fuse them and see if they can, the human can take on the attributes of the beast. Obviously, that would probably mean that the beast is either dead or it's used as like a battery source. Maybe that's what that whole gem in their head means. But I don't know if you guys caught that, but I'm sure you did. But it was just pretty interesting, right? Another thing we also got a little more insight into was Drel and his goal, right? His goal is to change and break the wheel of the whole legend. Legend of heroes. Only the legends can defeat the 4 beasts. And he's like, screw that. And he's pretty ruthless on his whole thing. So it was at least good to know why he was doing what he was doing. But he's willing to do it. We know he's willing to go through any cost. I mean, even at the cost of his body, right? Later on, we find out he fights Clevatess, and Clevatess just impales this dude. I was glad that that was pretty straightforward, because I was like, bro, you cannot be struggling against this. He can have all the deep voices he likes, but you know, Drel is still a human, bro. You should not. I mean, the 13 heroes died like that, so Drel should not be any different. And I'm glad that was kind of the case. You know, Clevatess put that boy on a on a fucking stake. But it was good to see him like face some level of, you know, difficulty, because I was getting pissed at his face of, you know, that whole defiant, I don't care, I'm beating everyone. I was glad to see him like go through at least some pain, right? But yeah, it was a good fight. It was a good fight. I didn't expect it this early though. And yeah, like who would have thought, like I mean, it does make sense that, you know, Drel also could not defeat Clevatess and would have to resort, you know, to sealing him, you know, in the spheres of blood. But yo, it was a great episode, man. I don't know about you guys, but these episodes sometimes are way too short. Like, you're done, and I'm even scared to like just check how much longer it is, because if I see that, I'm like, oh, it's almost over, you know. So I don't know, did you guys love the episode? What do you think happens? Clevatess isn't dead, right? But we know, like, how do you think he breaks the seal? My guess is that he uses the blood, his dark ichor blood, you know, in Alicia, to, you know, somehow break from the outside. You know, kind of like a domain expansion that can only be broken from the outside type of thing. So I think that's how he gets out of it. But what do you guys think, man? Like, let me know. And that will be it for me. Just real quick, see a little bit of the teaser. And if you like if you're enjoying the video, please like, share, subscribe. I review, you know, anime that we're watching for the season. And if you also have any constructive criticism, let me know. All right, it's a small channel, so we're trying to, you know, get out there. All right, guys, that will be it for me. Peace out.